This video is an edited English version of a video that was originally posted in Japanese on August 25, 2020. Good morning, Hero Wars fans. As for the gold shortage, it can't be solved until Titan becomes an absolute star, so the only solution is to charge or endure until then. I'm sure you can easily guess from my game screen that I'm also chronically short of gold as I'm saying this. So I hesitate to show you my game screen every time I play, but I'm feeling surprisingly comfortable with that feeling of embarrassment these days. Now, in this video, I'd like to introduce you to Trouble and the Guild. If you are a member of a guild, you must have seen or experienced some conflicts in your guild. There are several factors that can cause conflicts in the game, but the ones I can think of are unfair distribution of guild activity rewards, selection of guild champions, dealing with zombie members, and guild war tactics. Then there is the attitude of guild masters who want to be respected in the game. The guild master's oratory, emphasizing the fact that he has left his mark on the guild. The abomination of a guild master who can only resolve disputes through personal chat. Guild masters who don't show up in guild chat at all are unmotivated, aren't they? Guild masters contribute 300 emeralds when they start a guild, but don't look so great just because of that. Haha. Let's talk about the unfair distribution of guild activity rewards. This problem can be solved simply by setting a rule that the top 3 guild members who earn the most guild activity points on a daily basis will receive the reward, and there will be no trouble. Simply distribute the gift to the guildmates marked with this symbol on the guild activity screen. When giving out gifts on a daily basis, the number of guild activity rewards may not be divisible by 3, or there may not be enough. So you just need to agree in advance that this is what you will do in that case. If the guildmaster continues to run the guild without explaining his ideas, there will be people who will complain about this matter, so be careful. Let's talk about selecting a guild champion. This may be the most contentious matter. However, the solution to this problem is simple: the top 15 heroes and titans should be selected based on their combined power. You can see the top 15 in terms of total power on this screen, so all you have to do is put a green check mark on the top 15 in the table. By the way, only the guild master and those who hold the general position can add or remove the green check. Another problem that may occur is that guild champions may be absent from guild war, but this can be solved by setting a rule that they can only be absent 1 day a week, or by setting a rule that if they don't complete all their attacks, they will be removed from guild champion the following week. It is true that many people want to participate in guild fights, but it is meaningless if you don't win the matches. We should not select guildmates who will not participate in attacks no matter how strong they are, and guildmates who will participate in attacks but are too weak to fight. In this way, if guildmates are made aware of the criteria for selecting guild war champions, there will be no conflicts, but if one guildmaster chooses members as he pleases, guildmates will complain. We'll talk about how to deal with zombie members. This should also be clarified with the standard of 1250 plus guild activities per day and 8000 plus guild activities per week. In my guild, we also have guildmates who are not charged for raids, so we set a minimum of 8,000 guild activity points in a week. Guild activity is a goal that is easily attainable by non-raid guildmates, as they can earn 700 points just by leveling up a glyph once a day. For reference, the glyph is the screen. If you accidentally use up all of your enchantment rune, you may not be able to level up, so it is recommended that you always have a few enchantment rune left over. Lastly, I'll talk about guild war tactics. Actually, this can be a surprisingly nasty source of trouble. In one of my previous videos, I explained that the theory of guild war is that the attacker can choose the enemy and attack the enemy that can be defeated, but there are guildmates who don't understand this. It is true that sometimes, when you have little time left to log in, you may have no choice but to log out after completing the 2 attacks that are assigned to you. There is no way for other guildmates to know about your personal login environment or how desperate you are. However, if you explain your situation in the guild chat, then kamikaze suicide attack, the members around you will be able to understand. However, if a 50,000 power titan group suicides 2 times in a row against a 150,000 power enemy group without any explanation, the members around you will say that he is an idiot and should be excluded from the guild champion. I'll sum these things up. So far, I've presented 4 examples to explain the struggles within guilds, all of which stem from a lack of communication within the guild. In one of my previous videos, I mentioned that people who don't participate in guild chat at all are not suited to be guild masters, and this is what I mean. People who think that it's just a game and they should just take it easy and enjoy it, or people who think that it's just a game and humanity doesn't matter, need to deepen their understanding of Hero Wars, or they may end up being the odd man out in the guild. This is especially true for the hardcore players who pay for the game and get angry at Guild Wars' lousy attacks. They work hard to get promoted to the higher leagues, and if they want to be in the higher leagues, they can simply move to a gold or silver league team. I feel that light users need to understand, if not agree with, their desire to stay in guild and aim for the higher leagues as a guild. The guild master of my current guild doesn't show up in guild chat for weeks at a time, and I sometimes get annoyed at what he's thinking. Now, it's time for the video to end. If you respect the guild master, please subscribe to my channel. Thank you for watching the video until the last part. I'll see you in my next video.